We welcome you back to Citi Field in Flushing, New York. It's going to be a hot one today, high 80s. Ball could be flying here. The Nats need a Curly W today, and maybe Rendon leads the way for one tomorrow as well. It would be nice to come home with some sort of momentum as the Nats sit at the 500 mark. Looking for silver linings wherever we can get them these days, and we focus in on the bullpen because a couple of guys who maybe we didn't think would be this important before the season have turned out to be that way, and that's Matt Grace and Sean Kelly.
Yeah, got to give the relievers a little love. You know, relievers are people too, so we're going to talk about Matt Grace. He's done a nice job out of the bullpen recently, throwing up goose eggs all over the place. You remember when Eric Fetty went down, he came in against the Red Sox and did a fantastic job. So look at the numbers on Matt Grace the last 5 games, 8 2/3, no runs, 9 strikeouts. And how about Sean Kelly, the most improved guy in the bullpen? Last year, an ERA north of 7. He gave up 12 home runs last season. He's been lights out this year. A 2.54 ERA. He's locked in. He's only given up 5 home runs in the last 11 innings. Check it out. 11 strikeouts, no earned runs. Those guys are putting up big-time goose eggs, so we want to show them a little love.
So those two contribute mightily to what the Nats bullpen has done on this trip. Only 2 earned runs in 14 innings, less than a hit per inning, and more than a strikeout per inning. So this whole pitching thing kind of works together because today, with a rookie starting and Austin Voth makes his major league debut, we look to that so-called 5th spot in the rotation. So anybody not named Max, Strauss, Gio, and Roark combining for these kind of numbers.
Yeah, I think you're going to like what you see from Austin Voth today. This guy's a command and control guy. He's got a good sinker, good curveball, good slider. His last 5 starts in AAA, a 1.62 ERA, just 6 earned runs in 33 1/3 inning. He's pitched 6 innings in those starts. So we're looking for big things from him. He makes his major league debut today, and we wish him nothing but the best. We hope he has a good one.
And I'm happy for his family. They kept coming up to the big leagues with him, and he never pitched. 4th time around, he gets the start, and they will be here cheering him on today. We've been doing a lot of cheering because of what Adam Eaton's doing with his bat. 8 for 20 on the road trip, a double, a steal, on-base percentage is over .450. But maybe the only bad number to go along with all that, he hasn't scored any runs. Adam is setting the table. He needs somebody to lift him up and bring him home. Mighty Mouse, they call him. Adam Eaton leading off for the Nats again today, 2 for 5 in the series. So he's hitting .320 And over his last 12 games, 50 points higher. The runs need to go up because he's been getting on base, 390, the on-base percentage. So FP, he's one of those guys, he's kind of the engine that makes a ball club go. And some other things have to fall into place behind him because when he touches home plate, it's pretty prolific.
Yeah, well, that's simple for today. Score a run, Adam Eaton, and the Nats win. Just break it down. That's my game analysis. You score, they win.
And when he gets a couple of hits, they're 13-7. Zach Wheeler, winless since April 29th. And he's had a rough go of it this year. Ironically, his name's being tossed all over baseball as a pitcher who might be able to help somebody down the stretch.
This is a guy the Nats have handled in the past. They beat him 5-2 on April 17th this year. Scored 3 runs on 7 hits over 6 innings. So look for the offense to put up some numbers today.
Yeah, 4.81 ERA against the Nats, who've taken him deep a couple of times. Look at this blast by Bryce Harper a couple of years ago into the upper deck. That was Ian Desmond at first base, and then a grand slam by Daniel Murphy. So can Wheeler stop the Nats better than he has in the past? That's why we play the games. First pitch, straight ahead. PNC Bank. There's no better time to act than today. PNC, make today the day. And by Visit Annapolis, create your moment at visitannapolis.org. Hey guys, get in here. Harper could be batting shortly. Nats about to step to the plate as the Mets have taken the field. New York 38-54. At home they're 18-31. The Nats on a hot day trying to get over the 500 mark. It's going to be 88 at game time. Humidity 39%. Game 3 of the 4th game series. And for the Nats, it's ball game number 95. Eaton, Soto, Rendon, Harper, Adams, Murphy, Turner, Keyboom, Voth, and Juan Soto having a nice trip. 7 hits, couple of RBIs, 3 runs, and against the Mets in this series, he's 3 for 9 on base 22 of his last 26 games. Trey Turner batting 7th. Spencer Keyboom in there today to handle a guy from AAA he knows well. And here's Zach Wheeler.
And there's the arsenal for Wheeler. The fastball averaging almost 96 miles an hour. No decision on the 9th against the Phillies his last start. 3 runs on 7 hits over just 4 2/3 through 102 pitches. So pitch count was high. One of his shortest outings of the year. Struck out 8, however, in 4 2/3. So not all that bad. You see opponents hitting 252. Lefties hitting 270 against Zach Wheeler. Here's the Mets defense today. Behind Zach Wheeler, Conforto, Nimmo, Bautista in the outfield. Rosario Cabrera up the middle. Reyes, Flores will be manning the corners, and Kevin Plawecki behind the plate. He's got the play chart on his wristband. Guys are ready to play. 4 o'clock start, 1 o'clock tomorrow. Here we go, and then the All-Star break.
Yeah, Alan Porter, you saw him getting a look at a few pitches there. 9-year veteran behind the plate today as Adam Eaton is about to step in.
Play as hard as you can into the All-Star break, I used to think. You got 2 games, let it all out. You got 4 days off. Play as hard as you possibly can for 18 innings and then rest up.
That was Bill Miller, the crew chief you saw out there in short center field. John Lipka at third. Marvin Hudson at first. We've set the umpires. Here comes Eaton. All the noise is dying down and we're ready for first pitch. Adam Eaton against Zach Wheeler, career a walk, 0 for 4. And he steps in pretty hot with the bat. Shallow at third is Jose Reyes. Bunch of 4 o'clock games. We'll tell you about 2 others in a few seconds. And Eaton will go up there and try to drop one to left, but he hit it well enough that it carries to Michael Conforto. Not a bad swing, and the line drive caught. Soto is next. So first pitch at 4:11. Soto sees Zach Wheeler for the first time.
Anthem was a little long. We were a minute late.
We had a long national.
It was good.
Young man was outstanding. Little low to Soto, who's been on base all but 4 games in the last month. Started, stopped. Ball 2.
Free and easy fastball, not a lot to it. Very slow delivery, easy arm action, effortless 97.
Braves lost last night. Nats are 5 back of them. 6.5 back of the Phillies, who throw Aaron Nola at Miami. They're getting underway right now. And for Atlanta at home, Sean Newcomb against the Diamondbacks. 2-2 to Soto. Just rip it to the upper deck on the other side. So here's the East. Jammed him, letting it bounce. Reyes, and it almost cost him an out at first.
That's close.
He looked like he could have come forward and caught it on the fly. It'll go as a 5-3. Reyes at third base, up there at short on the shift.
Yeah, Chip Hale was on the horn. I think they're holding play right now. I thought he was safe. I don't think they're going to challenge, so I was wrong. Nope. There it is. He's out by a half a step.
2 outs, base is empty for Anthony Rendon. Anthony, another good series against the Mets. 4 for 9, couple of homers, 3 batted in. Had a base hit 4 trips yesterday. 5th in the league in doubles and tied for 9th with a bunch of guys in extra base hits.
Wait, did that hit him? I heard a couple of sounds.
I heard 2 sounds.
Plawecki's turning around. Is that a foul ball? What's Alan Porter calling that?
Looks like he might be asking for help.
I think that's a foul tip.
He's going to call the corner umpires. In fact, all 3 of them together. You would think Marvin Hudson at first might have had the best look. We'll see.
Oh, we got some Exmo replay. This will show it. I thought it hit the knob of the bat. Hard to tell on that angle. Let's take a listen. I thought I heard 2 sounds. Hear it? There's definitely 2 sounds, and Anthony shook his hand. What do we got? What'd they call it?
He hasn't signaled anything, so evidently the count stays at 1-1, or Porter would have held up 2 fingers on the right hand and none on the left. That one goes cutting outside, ball 2.
Hey, when you're hot as a hitter, you get those breaks, right?
That's a good take to get it to ball 3 with Harper on deck. Rendon 350 career against Wheeler. And the big curveball dips down for ball 4.
So this happened last night, and Davey Martinez addressed it after the game with the media. He said he was going to have a talk with Bryce Harper about not running this ball out. It's something we've noticed before. It's something we've shown you before. And in my mind, there's two sides to it. We fell in love with Bryce Harper when he was 19 and 20 and 21 because he played with his hair on fire. We even used to talk about how he's changing the way that kids play. There's always somebody that sees you play for the first time. And there's a certain responsibility to respect the game and hustle to first base every single time. The other side of that coin is he almost ended his career last year on first base. So, you know, he posts every day, he's playing every day, he's healthy. A guy that's been injury prone throughout his career. So you can look at it both ways. Hey, run the ball out hard every single time, or you understand why he didn't at times because of what happened last year around first base. And you know how I feel about running out the ball hard. I think it's a responsibility that you have as a superstar to set an example for kids every day.
Agreed and well said. 0-2 now. Bryce in the series 2 for 9, a homer, 2 RBIs. 4 for 20 career against Zach Wheeler, who's given up 10 home runs this year. He's at 100.1 innings. That one bounces way out in front. Anthony Rendon, looked like it took him a minute to spot it. He stays at first.
Where'd that hit?
That thing was way in front of home plate.
Watch this. Yeah, that's a tough one to hit out of the ballpark. He's been working on keeping the ball down.
You guys call that spiking the breaking ball, right? 1-2. Outfield actually around to the left a bit for Bryce. And that evens the count. Throws it by him. The Nats get a 2-out walk by Rendon. He is stranded. And Austin Voth about to make his big league debut. And his major league debut today. The Mets are hitting .228, only batting average lower in baseball. Baltimore's .227, but don't blame it on Asdrubal Cabrera. 31 multi-hit games, .283 left-handed and overall. As we mentioned last night, really hitting well against the Nats. They held him to a single and 2 walks last night, but he's been tough on our ball club. So both will throw to Spencer Kieboom, and they know each other very well.
Yeah, command and control guys, sinker, curveball, slider, change. A guy that's been pitching well at the AAA level. I told you in the open, last 5 starts in Syracuse, 1.62 ERA, 6 earned runs in 33 1/3 innings. And he's pitched 6 innings, so here we go. Major league debut, probably has to control the butterflies right now to get that sinker down.
Brandon Nimmo, his first big league hitter. And the Mets center fielder at .261. Good speed, Rendon shallow on the third base side. And he gets the call. The ball looked like it had some cutting action there, 1-1.
Yeah, fastball command is the key for Austin today. Moves it around in and out. And he's sneaky fast. He'll cut the fastball too, Carp. The 91 will play up.
Just had his 26th birthday 18 days ago. He's from Redmond, Washington, born there, went to high school out there, and his first big league hitter. They're going to throw that ball into the dugout while Spencer Kieboom throws the other one around the horn.
Well, so far so good. A 4-pitch see to start your major league career. Spencer Kieboom asked for it up. Austin Voth delivered it up, and a strikeout in the books. Congratulations.
So their Major League Baseball authenticator guy just put the little hologram on it, gave it back to the ball boy, and he'll run it over to the Nats dugout as soon as he can. Here's Asdrubal Cabrera. Shift on.
I still get nervous for guys every time they make their major league debut, whether it's a position player or a pitcher. I get nervous.
Kentwood High School, Covington, Washington. Pitched for the Huskies at the U of W in Seattle. And look at Cabrera calmly just wait for that one and take it the other way. He's now 4 for 8 in this series with 2 walks. So the Nats took him in the 5th round back in 2013. It's kind of interesting. I was looking up his high school. One other player in the Nats organization from his high school, Kent Haig, who's at Syracuse right now. A pinch hitter and first baseman he's listed, so pretty proud day for the folks out there in Covington, Washington. Jose Bautista, 242 with the Mets. In this series, 3 for 7. And with New York, 21 RBIs in 47 games. Nats overload the left side of the infield. And he's going to hit one high and deep out to left center, but Bryce Harper cruising to it right at the front edge of the track for the second out. Michael Conforto is next.
StatCast powered by AWS, going to show you the Nats defense. Trey Turner shifty. I got something super basic on my scorecard today I want to keep track of. I have shift, and then I have bad and good.
Oh,
yeah.
In terms of,
I want to keep track. I already have 1 bad.
Yeah, because the Cabrera drive would have been where a third baseman normally is.
Because I always get on it when it doesn't work. So I have a good section today. I'm just going to keep track. I feel like it's been more bad than good lately, and sometimes that's just how it goes when you're scuffling.
I'm just glad you're not going good, bad, and ugly. Just good and bad will be good. Look forward to hearing how that shakes out later. Conforto in the series, 2 walks, 2 for 6. Now the shift, of course, leans the other way.
I'm gonna start doing them for the broadcast too.
You don't have to.
Good or bad?
No, you don't have to.
Yep, there's a bad one. Ooh, another one.
Just put M for middling. Fair to middling. No balls, 2 strikes. That one bounces out in front. And alertly Cabrera to second, beating the throw as Spencer Keyboom blocked it. But as Drupal Cabrera gets to scoring position on a wild pitch.
So that's reading a ball in the dirt. So on first base, you have nothing to do, right? You're not stealing, so you're looking for down angle. He saw that early and just took off. And I think it's just a mindset in being a complete baseball player. Watch Cabrera top of your screen. As soon as he sees it down in the dirt, he takes off. Before it ricocheted, before he knew where it was going, and he gets an extra 90 feet there for being heads up. That's good base running. I mean, for you younger players, when you're on first base and you have nothing left to do, you get out in your lead, just watch the ball in the pitcher's hand. If you see it low, take off. I mean, the worst thing it turns into is a delay steal. It's the dirt, go.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Murphy about 10 feet out into right field. The bouncer will be to Trey Turner, the shortstop, on the right side. And a very good Major League debut inning for Austin Voth.
That's good. 1-1 on the shift.
And so was he. Well done.
Feeling what's working. A goose egg in Austin Voth's first big league inning. Washington, D.C. Lexus dealers donate $250 to the Children's National Health System for the first 200 taters hit by the Nats this year. Lexus, experience amazing.
Matt Adams for the top of the second. Murphy and Turner. For Wheeler, 17 pitches, 9 strikes, first frame. He hit a laser out of here last night, 8th inning, upper deck.
5 seconds of hang time. I didn't think it was that much. But 1001, 1002, 1003, you get it. And then it hit the bleachers hard. Upper deck shot.
Nice to see an old pro take a swing like that, start running, put his head down, and just head for first base. Nothing glitzy about this guy except the contact and the way the ball jumps off his bat. This one a mile high out in the center. Brendan Nimmo, first out, second inning. Daniel Murphy is 8 for his last 15. That was with an 0 for 2, a couple of walks last evening.
Murph going with the high socks today. I like the look. Nats with their Saturday Reds on. As usual, every Saturday they wear the red tops at home, on the road, doesn't matter.
Two and one on a fastball right in there. Murphy 1 for 4 career with that grand slam and a walk against Zach Wheeler. Going to go the other way. And Michael Conforto coming in a few steps for the second out. Trey Turner batting 7th. One for 6 in the series. 9th in the league, 101 hits. Up the middle. Way to his right, Cabrera lets go of it, and he got it there with a very strong across his body throw. Asdrubal Cabrera playing some of the best baseball of his career right now for the Mets. Yet Austin Voth back to work. No better time to act than today. PNC make today the day. Coda Glover is in Potomac, so he'll pitch today, and Steven Strasburg will have another rehab start tomorrow. So some excitement down there in Woodbridge, and it's not all the Michael A. Taylor potato head statue salute thing. So a couple of guys on the men, and Coda Glover. We'll see how things shake out for him in the next few weeks. 14 pitches, 10 strikes. Austin Voth in his first big league inning, and he faces Wilmer Flores here. I liked his trend of getting ahead of hitters in his very first frame as a big league pitcher.
You know, I keep seeing Michael A. Taylor, and I keep forgetting to ask him about the potato head thing. It's not doing my job very well lately.
And the big breaking ball, big hook way outside. Wilmer Flores on the uptick. 297 his last 46 games. 268 overall on the year.
It's Michael A.
The real Michael A. Taylor. One ball, two strikes. And Flores will wait for that breaking ball and hit it hard to left. Second Mets base hit.
All right, curveball right here just kind of stayed up a little bit. Pretty good piece of hitting by Wilmer Flores.
Kevin Plawecki, homer here 2 nights ago. That was in Max Scherzer's final inning of his 12th win of the season. And the fastball, 92, ball one.
Kind of an interesting note on Austin. He spent the winter in Jupiter working out with the staff down there. They wanted to maximize his workouts in the offseason, get him in a different environment and see if they could improve his strength and athleticism. He ended up coming to spring training the best shape of his life and gained 3 miles an hour on his fastball velocity just by being in Jupiter and working out hard all winter. And now he finds himself on a big league mound. So success, success, success.
Yeah, I read something about him strengthening his lower body and that extra leg drive. Maybe contributing to that added velo. Great stuff. 1 ball, 1 strike to Plawecki. That's not in a true shift, but definitely playing to pull with Murphy shaded up the middle. And he throws the fastball by him. I know one of the other reports we got on him at P is that the fastball plays quicker than the radar gun would indicate. And I think that was a good example right there. Ball hit the other way, and Adam Eaton goes over and plays it on a hop. Flores will stop at second. So the Mets are keeping it pretty simple here. 2 of their 3 hits by guys taking it the other way.
Look at a little cut fastball here, trying to move it away from Plawecki's barrel, but he did a nice job of reaching out there and hitting it to right. I thought Flores was going to go to third. He put on the brakes with nobody out. Didn't want to make the first out there.
Number 7 hitter, Jose Reyes.
If he bunts right here, it's going to be for a hit. When you hit the 7th and you lay down a bunt first and second, nobody out. I don't think it's the worst play in the world.
Shortstop in the 8th spot on deck, who's got some pop. 1-1. Ahmed Rosario this year has 4 homers. He has 5 triples and had 1 here last night. Adams deep at first, Rendon baseline at third, and that's down and in. Chopper. There's one play at first, and maybe that little extra hop didn't get the ball there in time, and the bases are loaded. Reyes moving down the line well.
Yeah, took his time with this one. I thought he was going to get rid of it quick, but he gathered himself, took a shuffle toward first, and before he threw it, you knew Reyes was safe. Watch this. And tried to rush the throw, but Reyes was past the bag, so maybe not aware of the speed of Jose Reyes right there, or just wanted to make a good throw and not throw one down the line. Either way, bases loaded, nobody out. And now you got a pitch for the strikeout.
Derek Lilliquist to the mound. Infield gathers, and Ahmed Rosario next. And he's their number 8 hitter right now. And he has 25 extra base hits. Three singles.
I mean, this is ideally where you're pitching for a ground ball. If you get a double play and it's 1-0 with a pitcher coming up, that's damage control right here. So if you can turn 2, you're hoping your team can score 2, and who cares about the 1?
Breaking ball, and that's a base hit. Eaton charging hard. They'll hold the runner at third. Mets have the line moving 1-0 with 4 straight base hits. Mercedes-Benz on the pitch.
That curveball just kind of spinning up there. Didn't have a lot of sharp break to it late. And a nice piece of hitting by Ahmed Rosario, letting that ball travel, get deep, and using the whole field. He's having a good series.
Zach Wheeler, no slouch at the plate. 6 hits this year, 2 RBIs. Catcher at third as far as the runner. And that curveball for a strike. Wheeler's a 119 career hitter with 7 runs batted in.
Nats are 38-17 when they score first, and 9-30 when their opponents score first.
That's a huge difference. Fastball, yes. Strike 2.
Well, the strikeout for Austin was on a high fastball to Brandon Nimmo. See if they go there again. Just showed him something down, change his eye level, and buzz the tower up. You might get strike 3. We'll see.
One and 2 with nobody out. On a pitch up. It's hit well to left center. Bryce Harper over to get it. 2 runners will move up, and now on the throw to third, everybody moves up. Plawecki scores. Reyes to third, Rosario to second. And the Mets lead 2-0.
A good swing by Zach Wheeler got the job done. And Bryce Harper made a running catch here. And maybe if this throw goes to second, you keep the double play in order, but he thought he could get the lead runner at third. Reyes is fast, Bryce was deep. He chose to go to third.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. 5 consecutive productive at bats for the Mets here in the second. Pretty good gas upstairs, 1-1.
A fastball top of the zone. Nimmo's liking it up there. They're just going to try to go up there again.
And a bouncer right side. Adams has to lay back. A run scores. And both receives the throw, and it's 3-0. So Brandon Nimmo with his 30th RBI. Rosario to third on the second out. Next up, Asdrubal Cabrera. Mets have now scored 8 runs in this series in the first 2 innings. Oh, 2. And with Rosario coming way down the line. Spencer Kieboom with the block on the 0-2.
You talk about how do you turn this thing around, and I think it's as simple as you got to start playing better baseball. Whether it's the base running, whether it's keeping the double play in order, whether it's hitting a cutoff man, whether it's making good decisions, with runners in scoring position at the plate as a hitter. For the Nats to turn this around, all those things have to get better in the second half. They have to.
Looks like Cabrera's body went, but he kept the bat back, and now it's 3-2.
I mean, championship ball clubs do those things.
Yeah.
They run the bases aggressively, intelligently. They have quality at bats with runners in scoring position. They hit the cutoff man. They keep the double play in order. All the little things. They get the runner over the leadoff double and get him in consistently. And that's what we've seen over the years with this ball club. And for them to turn it around, that has to change.
Cabrera pulls one. That's Daniel Murphy in short right field. Austin Voth will retire 3 batters in a row after the 4 hits, but the Mets lead 3-0.
in the ball game. 3-0 Mets as we go to the top of the third, and Bob's going to tell you about decorating boats.
If you have a boat, decorate it. The Yards in Capitol Riverfront hosting the family-friendly All-Star Summer Riverfront Festival. It's presented by Coca-Cola. You can join in the fun tomorrow from 1 to 5. Live music, pop-up bars, food, photo booths, games, and all decked out the Nats boat decorating contest. For more info, visit nationals.com/ASG. Well, it's an uphill battle again. Nats have given up more early runs to the Mets. Top of the third, Keyboom, Foth, and Eaton. Spencer's first action in this series. Busted bat, then it hit the pitcher's glove. And Cabrera never panicked. 1-4-3. He knew he had time. Austin Voth, first big league at bat.
Well, this is a swing hard in case you hit it at bat right here. You got a lot of adrenaline going.
3 minor league hits in his career. 1 RBI. Zach Wheeler bolting that fastball to the outside edge.
That wasn't a strike.
Goes in the same spot, ball 1.
There you go. It was the same spot.
That one cutting down and away. And for Zach Wheeler's second strikeout, first time through the order, the Nats go 0 for 8 with a base on balls by Rendon. Adam Eaton, liner to left, caught by Conforto, first time up.
Adam Eaton had a left-handed catcher's glove on today before the game. And I said, what are you doing? He said, well, I'm not an everyday player anymore, so maybe I'll be the emergency catcher.
Ouch.
Meaning that he has to take a few days off here and there to get the knee 100%.
He slices a little foul ball off to the left. Our left fielder better be alert. Juan Soto is at least 20 feet from the on-deck circle toward the backstop, getting as good a look as he can against Zach Wheeler. He's almost in our shot.
It didn't take him long to learn that trick, did it? Well, the reason you get back there is so you can see release point, get a better idea of the pitches, and until they move you back, that's where you stand. Why not?
0-2 to Eaton. Zach Wheeler smelling a quick inning here. That's a fair ball. It's going to get beyond the tarp area there and get deeper into the corner. And Adam Eaton will continue his fine hitting. He's gone the other way and hit the ball with authority twice. He's in scoring position, 2 outs.
Definition of a tough out, right? First time up, lined out to left. This time with 2 strikes, stays in the fight, and then inside outs one down the corner. And look at him go around first base. He was getting it. So another base hit for Adam Eaton, and maybe Juan Soto can pick him up with 2.
Yeah, 6 doubles for Eaton now. Hitting around 380 now in his last 13 games.
He is such a pest, isn't he?
Fastball inside edge. The call by Alan Porter. Soto hit that little one-hop liner to Jose Reyes on the shift first time. They're not shifted this time because of Eaton at second. And Juan just spits on the off speed that didn't miss by much.
He's due to drive one. It's been a minute. I mean, he's getting his hits.
Yeah.
And he's looked great at the plate, but he hasn't got into one in a minute.
He told me that two-strike approach of his, as it's developed, has now helped him see breaking balls better and changeups better.
Well, where do breaking ball and changeups end usually?
Well, changeups down and away from a lefty.
And breaking balls down. So when you get down in there with it, you're seeing it better. You're on the same level.
Heady stuff. Zach Wheeler, very athletic. Nice elevation by him to get the final out in the top of the third.
Ballpark, July 20th through the 22nd. Braves in town, so now's your chance to make a difference. Pennant race is heating up. Wear red, be loud. Visit nationals.com for tickets. That's a big series, so you want to be there.
Bottom of the third. Jose Bautista, fly ball to center first time. Hit the ball about 375. Bryce Harper ran it down. Austin Voth, first 2 innings, 43 pitches, 29 strikes. So he had to throw 29 in that long second inning. Three and one.
Oh, he'll be cheating for the fastball here. The guy that doesn't get cheated in this count ever.
Shift on. You saw Conforto, who's waiting. Don't go away yet, Jose. Drop the changeup in there.
Yeah, Spencer knew that, so he called the changeup. Austin agreed. It was a good pitch. They might double up. Yeah, he's all in on a heater. Changeup kind of locked him up, and they'll do it again. A cutter there at 91.
Inside the Numbers, presented by PNC Bank. Make today the day. So keeping the ball in the yard, something he did well at the AAA level, second best in the IL. Walked him. First walk by Voth.
You know what's weird about that? Bautista picked up his leg too early, and I think his timing was off. If that was a strike, he might have not been able to get off the swing. Watch his leg kick. It's kind of messed up right there where it hit the timing of it. I don't know if he'd have been able to get off a healthy swing had that ball been in the zone.
Leadoff man on for the Mets, second consecutive inning. Michael Conforto, bouncer to Trey Turner. First time up right where he's stationed now, on the right side of second base with Rendon out there at short.
Well, this is a big at bat for the shift because it's tied at 1 right now.
By the way, the D-backs an early run at Atlanta, 1-0 third inning. And the Marlins have scored a couple. Against Aaron Nola, they lead the Phillies 2-0 in the third in Miami.
The StatCast Powered by AWS. You see where Murph is right here? You know, usually you're deep, but because of the double play, he's super shallow to cut down the distance on the feed, which would probably be to Anthony Rendon here. Look how shallow Murph is.
1-1. That's a beauty. Curveball drops in, 2-2. Some shadows from the light standard third base grandstand running through the left side of the infield at this moment.
Are they creeping?
You know, you try to watch them and they never move, but then you look up 5 minutes later and they've moved.
Because that's what shadows do. They creep. They're creeping. Yeah. That's all they can do, really. Shadows are good for nothing except for creeping.
Until the earth starts turning quicker, that's all they can do. 2 balls, 2 strikes with nobody out here in the third. Warm day out there, 88 at game time. And this one to right. Adam Eaton back just short of the track. Bautista went halfway. He returns, 1 out. Wilmer Flores is next.
Good fan participation walk-up song. Listen for the claps. I like it.
The Army's here today.
Army's here.
Seven-line Army. Flores a base hit to left first time. He led off the second and got that 3-run rally started.
I remember when they showed up at Nats Park in left field, and Jason Worth wasn't very happy about it. They wore him out the whole game at Nats Park.
That's right. Yeah, I think it was a weekend series, and they came down in force for the Saturday game. Adam Eaton. Shades on, 2 down. Kevin Plawecki, opposite field single first time. This one right to Trey Turner, to a knee, and then to Murphy. Good bounce back inning for Austin Vogt. Anthony Rendon will lead off top of the fourth. On base again today, followed by Harper and Adams. And the Nats need some big swings to get things rolling in this third game of the four-game series, down 3-0 as we get to the middle of the game. All-wheel drive RAV4. Toyota, what drives you? Visit buyatoyota.com for great deals. Way out there in right center, that's the bullpen gate. Citi Field opened in 2009. 1 year after Nationals Park. Hard to believe we come into ball games for our 10th season here now. Can't say we miss Shea a whole lot.
Nope.
All right, guys, settle in. Have a seat. Watch Anthony Rendon try to get things started here, fourth inning. Zach Wheeler, so far, 43 pitches, 27 strikes, giving only the Eaton double in the hit column.
I kind of miss the rats the size of cats at Shea Stadium, though. I mean, you could make those pets if you wanted to.
Ralphie used to do his thing over at Shea with Kiner's Corner, most famous post-game TV show around here for many years. Ralph welcomed his audience one day and he said, "Welcome to Corner's Kiner."
Perfect. What's wrong with that?
He was funny without even trying. Loved him. Boy, that's severe jamage. Fourth inning underway on the catch by Wilmer Flores.
The first time I saw one of those, it was my rookie year, and they had kind of like a bridgeway that went from the clubhouse to the dugout in Shea.
Yeah.
And one of the veteran players said, I said, "What was that?" He said, "That was a rat." I said, "No,
yeah.
They have cats here." He said, "No, it was a rat."
You're right. That it was a bridge across the dirt.
It ran underneath
at the bottom of the ballpark under the grandstand.
It was the size of a cat.
Yeah. And you're like, "Here, kitty."
No. I was sprinting into the dugout as fast as I could.
Ralph Kiner passed away a few years ago. The TV booth here for the home squad named after him. Hall of Famer who didn't have that long of a career, but he hit about as many home runs a year as Bryce Harper did. In many cases, he went over 40 several times in his days with the Pirates mostly. So Bryce, sitting at 23, struck out swinging first time.
He's looking real quiet here with his lower half.
High heater.
Yeah, 2-1, geared up for the heater. Was that 99, did I see? I don't think he's thrown 199 yet today.
Goes hard ball again, and Harper fights it off. And because of the shift, nobody has a chance to catch it.
So is that a bad shift? A marker?
Yes. It can apply on foul balls too, right?
Yeah. 3-2, good
Yeah.
beating bad right now. I don't think it's tough seeing yet for hitters.
Pitcher in the batter's eye, still in the sun. But the ball entering the shadows a bit. 2-2. And Bryce out to left for Michael Conforto. Up to Matt Adams to try to get something going here in the 4th inning. Matt, a high fly to short center first time. And the 0-1. That's well hit, but Jose Reyes is there. And the Nats go 1-2-3 in the top of the 4th. That was good on the shift for the Mets.
With hashtag Hats Off for Heroes. For each post, T-Mobile will donate $1 to support veterans.
Basking in the sunshine. If he's a veteran, thank you for your service, sir. And thank you for a little all-star sale we got going here. Right now, MLB.TV for sale. Check it out. MLB.TV. You can watch every game the rest of the season for $39.95. Bottom of the fourth, Austin Voth back to work. That was his 60th pitch. He has thrown 38 strikes. Jose Reyes. And just to correct one thing at the end of that last inning, that was Rosario, the shortstop over there in the shift. I'm still getting a hard time getting used to watching Jose Reyes not playing short. Mets have him at third base. Their young prospect Rosario, pretty solid over there as well. And that breaking ball down and in. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, they both have fluorescent armbands on, so I'm with you.
Yeah. So in case you're scoring, that was line drive to 6, not to 5.
They both have the high socks. They both have fluorescent armbands on.
I think they borrowed those or got them as gifts from Yoenis Cespedes.
Yeah, I didn't realize that neon green was part of the Mets colors, but at least Jose's got an orange one on.
There's talk that when Cespedes comes back, whenever that is, of moving him to first base.
He played shortstop in Cuba for a time.
7, 8, 9 for the Mets here in the fourth. On a pitch up, Reyes gives it a bolt out to center, and Harper is there. Next up, Ahmed Rosario. RBI base hit the other way first time. The first run batted in of their 3-run second inning. Big swing. Mets like him a lot. Considered their #1 prospect at the end of last season. Hit .248 in 46 games at the big league level last year. Need to tell him to not chase those, though. 22-year-old behind in the count, 0-2.
I think he's perfectly okay chasing those myself.
He is.
Yeah, chasing.
From Santo Domingo, signed with the Mets at the age of 16. Hit for pretty high average in the minor leagues. Not much power. A lot of stolen bases. But he's shown us some doubles and triples pop in this series. One ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Both took him a little bit up, took him way down, and got the strikeout. His second of the day.
Yeah, fastball up, curveball down, changes his eye level. That was a good curve by Austin. Washington area Toyota dealers help children and their families by making a $44 donation to the Children's Inn at NIH for every strikeout by a Nats pitcher this season. K's for kids.
853 strikeouts. That's a busted bat. Murphy to his right, spears it, throws it, and Matt Adams stays on. Well played at both ends by the right side of the infield. And Austin Voth has retired 6 in a row and 9 of his last 10 hitters. And a look ahead to the Nats' upcoming schedule, brought to you by Sandy Spring Bank, where they help people and businesses reach their goals every day. Sandy Spring Bank, from here for 150 years. Tomorrow, Jeremy Hellickson and Corey Oswalt starting. Then the break, and the Braves are in for 3 next weekend before the Nats head on to a week-long road trip with 3 in Milwaukee and 4 in Miami. Zach Wheeler dealing. 55 pitches, 37 strikes, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk so far. Murphy, a fly ball to left his first time.
Arizona leading Atlanta 2-0. If you can find a way to come back in this one and get that thing to 4.5 by the break into that Braves series, I think that'd be ideal.
And Murphy a bouncer, and Wheeler will just almost hand it to Wilmer Flores. And right now, young Trevor Richards of Miami doing a good job on the Phillies. 2-0, 4th inning down at Marlins Park. Trey Turner thrown out on a ball bouncing up the middle by Asdrubal Cabrera, first time up. When I saw that thing get past the pitcher's mound, I was thinking base hit, and Cabrera made a strong throw on the move. Of course, a former shortstop, still a great athlete. So Trey in the series 1 for 7. Had a day off until he pinch hit in the 9th inning. Last night, lays one down, barehand Wheeler, and he gets him.
Good idea, nice play by Wheeler. A little more line, that's a hit. Zach Wheeler got off the mound quickly. And maybe a weird hop off the plate where it kind of came back toward the mound. Tell you what, it's a little thing that I just noticed. The Mets just whipped the ball around the infield, and I always thought that was a sign that you were ready to play. I mean, just boom, 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 got it back to Wheeler, and he's ready to go.
Wander Suero. So if Keyboom gets aboard, that indicates the Nats might hit for Austin Voth. He's thrown 70 pitches, 46 strikes in his first 4 big league innings. And Keyboom pop up right side. Second row over the screen.
It's down there somewhere. Here it is. Give it to a kid. Nice.
Well done.
Did she even say thanks? Yeah, she is now. And now they're Instagramming it or Snapchatting it. Nice.
Fastball runs back, and the Nats are done in the 5th. Zach Wheeler still giving up just 1 hit. That was his 3rd K of the day.
And then he said, I want you guys to have it. We watched this during the break. So there's a story at every foul ball. This one's a good one. He gave it to them. They gave it back to him. Now watch. He's going to give it to him. Said, here, you can have it. Right there. Very good. Standing ovation. I love it. The Nats and Harris Teeter are teaming up to present the Kids Batting Helmet giveaway on Sunday, July 22nd. First 10,000 Rugrats 12 and under get that cool helmet you're looking at. Nats Braves 135. For tickets, visit nationals.com.
To the bottom of the fifth, top of the order for the Mets. Austin Voth against Nimmo, Cabrera, and Bautista. Nimmo has struck out and hit a ground ball that drove in a run.
He's been swinging at the high heater all day from Austin Voth.
Yeah, good looking young player, but he has struck out 89 times this year. So it's the beginning of the third time around the Mets order. That one bounces in, ball two.
So the Army's got a Tebow time sign out there.
Oh boy.
He's hitting 270 at AA.
Yeah, big attraction at the All-Star game, right?
I think they want him called up. I'm just guessing. 30 years old in AA, hitting 270. It's not Tebow time right now. They need some help. Does that come with directions?
A little breezy out there right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Brandon Nimmo. And Voth moves it away from him for his third strikeout. And that batter, 2 of those 3.
I'm telling you what, this is not a bad debut for Austin Voth. He got singled to death in the second. And maybe took his time on Reyes's chopper. But it's not like he's getting knocked around. Just a tough second inning. Otherwise, he's looked real good.
5 pitches so far this inning. Cabrera next. Has Jubal, a base hit to left and a ground ball into right field, picked up by Murphy out there on the shift again, and he rolls in the curveball for strike 1.
First pitch fastball guy. Get me over curveball, steal strike 1. Nice. I wouldn't be surprised if they call Tebow up in September. That's something I never thought would happen. I will be the first one to admit I was wrong if that happens.
Two balls, 1 strike.
We're getting closer.
Cabrera pulls one down the line. And that was close.
He muscled that with distance. It had no sound whatsoever. I think it was right off the trademark. And it almost got out of here. Weird swing, weird sound, and it had distance.
Counts 2-2 with 1 out here in the 5th. And he ran about halfway down the line.
I'm reading here where Tebow's an Eastern League All-Star.
Yeah, and I heard that his jersey was the only player jersey that could be bought at the All-Star game, and sales were brisk. 3-2 with 1 out, and he walked him. Second walk by Voth. He'll face Bautista here. interesting to talk to Derek Lilliquist later and see what he thought of what he's watching today from the rookie making his debut. Pretty good pickup on the backhand side there by Kieboom.
He's kept the double playing where it's a big play. You got three.
Swing, did he go? No.
Excuse me, Carb. You got three guys on the left side of the infield right now. And you talk about a double play and where you're coming from. If you're Dan or Murphy, say it's hit to Rendon, you're going to have to hit Murph coming across the middle there. And that's a different angle. You could almost lead him to the bag where usually you're coming from second, have to stop and throw the other way.
Way out of play.
Some designer strikes this inning for the Mets.
Wander Suero was up when the Nats were hitting in the top of the frame, but Kieboom made the last out, and Voth left on deck, back on the mound for his 5th inning, and now a 2-1 count. And Kieboom smothers another.
See if Mickey Callaway decides to start his dribble here in 3-2 count with 1 out. Maybe up 3. They will. Got a bigger lead. Nope.
Now Justin Miller is up. Two walks. So it's been a no contact inning with a strikeout and 2 bases on balls. Cleanup man Michael Conforto is next. Kieboom looking at the dugout as he walks out in front of the plate to give some throw-through defensive signals. Conforto, ground ball to short, fly ball to right. There's a good fastball.
Yeah, pitching down the zone, trying to get the ground ball and get out of here.
That would be a positive ending to his day. That one gets the outside edge. Backing up is Adam Eaton. And this one, the worst possible result after 2 walks. And the Mets lead 6-0.
Well, this inning is the 3 true outcomes, right? A strikeout, 2 walks, and now a home run. See the location of the pitch, fastball grooved it. And as soon as he hit this one, you knew it was 6-0.
Michael Conforto's 11th of the year. RBI total up to 30. He was 7 for 53 before he singled in the 7th inning last night, and in his 3rd time up today. Hits one out of the yard. Base hit.
Well, decision time for Davey Martinez. Is he going to go get the young right-hander, go to the bullpen, or hope he can get a ground ball here and get out of it? Justin Miller's ready.
He's walking toward the steps. Stopped after coming up 2 steps. Kevin Plawecki. Ground ball to short last time. Long inning. 29 pitches in the 2nd, 26 here in the 5th. Out of play, right side.
A lot of discussion going on. Chip Hale, Derek Lilliquist, Davey Martinez. Chip calling the bullpen, I believe. Henry Blanco on the other end down there.
It's another base hit. Three consecutive hits after the walks. Jose Reyes is next, and this is Derek Lilliquist to the mound, not Davey Martinez. Alan Porter, the umpire, coming out to break things up. Murphy and Adams have departed.
So this just happened. Justin Miller sat down, and then Wander Suero got up. Maybe you get more length out of Suero, I'm not sure.
Jose Reyes, obviously a tough guy to double up unless he one-hops it at somebody. Infield hit and a fly ball to center for him. That's going to hop through the infield. Eaton charging. Flores being waved home. He's safe. Other runner to third, and it's 7-0.
So a couple of walks, a homer, and 3 singles. Just like that, 7-0. And they're still making a decision in the third base dugout. Here comes Davey Martinez.
Austin Voth in his big league debut will go 4 1/3. He'll give up 9 hits. Could be responsible for up to 9 runs. Struck out 3, walked 3. A wild pitch, a homer, and a double switch coming because the number 9 spot's ahead. Murphy's leaving and Wilmer Defoe is coming in. Need expert printing? The UPS store has you covered. Together, there's nothing they can't solve. So that's it for the leading here in the 5th inning. Rosario up. Wander Suero into the game for the Nationals. And for Suero, 16th appearance, 16 strikeouts in 17 innings so far. League only hitting .215 against him. 6 walks, 8 runs on 14 base hits over that time.
Yeah, cut fastball, low to mid 90s, and a hard 12-6 curveball.
Wilmer Defoe on the double switch, bats 9th, plays second base. Daniel Murphy out of the game, and Defoe will lead off in the 6th. 8th Met to bat in this inning, Ahmed Rosario. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Runners at the corners.
Kind of looked like it might have been a little ambitious to have Murph go 3 in a row when you saw him out there today in the afternoon game after the night game. You remember the first game Thursday, he was flying all over the place, looked great. Today, it's a tough turnaround, man. It really is.
Some late away life on that 93, and right off the end of the bat for the Rosario foul ball. Kevin Plawecki and Jose Reyes, 3rd and 1st. Still only 1 out, and that was the first man of the inning, Brandon Nimmo, who struck out. Breaking back and now coming in quickly, Eaton. And the runner at third will hold as he hits Adams on a one-hop throw. 2 down. And Zach Wheeler will be the 9th man to bat here. Outside edge. Right to Matt Adams. So Wander Suero comes in, gets a couple of quick outs. The Mets pick up 4 and lead by 7.
And I don't know who's going to do it, but they got to dig down deep right now because this one just got ugly.
1 base hit today. A 2-out opposite field double by Adam Eaton that he rolled inside the third base bag. Back in the third, and since then, 7 Nationals in a row have been set down. Wilmer Defoe, after the double switch, leads off. Career 1 for 3 with an RBI against Zach Wheeler. And a strike to start the top of the 6th.
You know, when the Nats came back from 9-0 Carp against the Marlins, everyone was asking me, is it a turning point in the season? And I said, that will be determined.
Yeah.
You can't just say that's a turning point. Was it a great win in a vacuum? Absolutely. After a team meeting, they came back and they, one of the most epic comebacks you'll see this season. But I felt like you needed to see more after that to say that was the turning point.
And Defoe all locked up on a curveball diving down and in. Zach Wheeler 8 in a row, and that's his 4th strikeout.
Pretty nasty right here. Slider, opponent's hitting .216 against the Wheeler slider. Might have been a curve, actually.
Top of the order, Adam Eaton's had 2 good swings today. Diamondbacks have added a run, 6th inning at Atlanta, leading the Braves 3-0, and the Braves have lost 7 of their last 8. So they're scuffling big time. Philly's still down 2-0. And this one guy keeps on coming at you, doesn't he? Adam Eaton, 3 good at bats. He's 2 for 3 today, and he's 4 for 8 in the series.
He lined out to left first time, snuck one inside the bag second time with 2 strikes, and now turns and burns here. So on base again.
Here's Soto.
Forgot to say there goes the no-hitter last time too.
You did?
That's my bad.
Oh, wow.
There goes the 1-hitter.
Soto sharply hit it last time. Remember, Zach Wheeler jumped up and stabbed it. On that play, Rosario was playing up the middle. So he might have had it, but the pitcher left no doubt when he elevated.
7-0, 2-0 count. This has to be a fastball, doesn't it?
If it's not, throw all the tradition for hitters out the window. Yeah.
Hank, though. Down and away, good pitch.
Yeah.
Located well.
Hot shot and just foul. Flores holding the runner, dove to his left. Marvin Hudson right there to make the call.
That ball was ripped. He didn't get off the bag very far and then dove into foul territory, and it was still by him. Might get a curveball after that one.
Soto spread out, 2-strike count.
Change up.
Juan talks to Victor Robles regularly. Said his buddy's feeling good. He's back playing down in Florida, as we noted earlier in the week. And a couple of guys made great strides in the organization. And then Soto broke him down and said, yeah, he's trying to get his timing back. Swing feeling okay, but timing an issue. 3-2. The Nats just need to string some base runners together here and see what happens. Rendon is next. He's walked and popped up today. Harper after him. Heck of an at bat. 2 on, nobody out. Pardon me, 1 out after the Defoe strikeout at the bottom of the order to start the inning. So Soto is on for the 23rd time in his last 27 games. Second walk issued by Wheeler, who gave Rendon a pass back in the first.
Slider. Matt Adams getting ready. I think they're deciding what happens if it gets to Suero.
Yeah, who's right after Adams after Murphy departed. Rendon gets jammed, and it's just over the glove of Rosario. Bases loaded, nobody out as Anthony Rendon sneaks one over for his 5th hit. Pardon me, 1 out with his 5th hit of the weekend series.
Well, line's moving, and here comes Bryce Harper. To get back into this one, you're thinking one's got to leave the yard. Muscles this one out. 7-game hitting streak for Anthony. Rosario kind of stood there for a minute. I think it fooled him like a changeup when you're hitting. And then he jumped off the wrong foot, and Anthony Rendon will take it. Check out some Fios by Verizon Exmo on that last play.
Bryce, a strikeout and a fly ball to left.
A 100% fiber optic network means more speed for more devices at once. Visit getfios.com.
Rendon 5 for 11 against the Mets, on base 6 times this weekend. Fastball is in there. 0-2.
Yeah, that's where you jump back in if you're going to jump back in, right here, right now.
Harper, right center. Eaton scores. Soto to third. He had to hold up to make sure it cleared the infield. Bryce Harper, RBI number 54, and the Nats are on the board.
Yeah, nobody up in the Mets bullpen. This is all Zach Wheeler. Maybe some action getting going right now, but good at bat by Bryce Harper. Juan Soto down by 7, playing it safe. He didn't want to get doubled up, so he had to make that be by as Drupal Cabrera. So line moving here in the 6th. Good at bat by Bryce.
Dave Eiland, the pitching coach, to the mound. Bases loaded again. Matt Adams and Brian Goodwin's already on deck. Adams hit a hard line drive last time, speared by Rosario, playing up the middle on the shift. With the bases loaded, that limits what the Mets can do as far as moving infielders around. So maybe opening up a few more holes here and there. Adams has gone deep in this series once. Here's Anthony Swarzak. Adams up the middle, and the Mets are going to try to turn 2. Pretty simple 4-6-3 for them. The Nats settle for 1 in the top of the 6th. Holding, and look at this one go. High in the air. See you later. Almost halfway up the upper deck. And Bryce Harper puts the Nats on top 2-0.
Wow.
In the Bronx, they used to call those Ruthian clouts.
The W on his chest right now is for wow.
Bryce Harper launching one against Zach Wheeler a couple of years ago. And it's our University of Maryland University College Nationals moment in history. So Bryce picks up the RBI. The Nats couldn't do anything more with that situation, stranding their 3rd and 4th runners of the day. And we go bottom 6, top of the order. It's Wander Suero, who threw 5 pitches, 5 strikes to get 2 outs last inning against Brandon Nimmo. Check swing. Here comes Suero. Yields to Keyboom. Got him. Spencer Keyboom took charge right there and called his pitcher off the ball. Mets box. Crowd everything into the 2nd inning. The hits by Flores, Plawecki, Reyes, and Rosario. Sac fly by Wheeler. And then the 5th inning, when after 2 walks, Michael Conforto hit the big blow of the game, the 3-run homer. Reyes would drive in another run. Mets came in hitting .228. But they have plated 7 runs on 9 hits today. Here's Asdrubal Cabrera. Suero's got some live arm stuff going today.
Looks fresh. Fastball's got some life.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
See, sign out right center card over the bullpen. If you're playing, wouldn't you just try to hit homers the whole time? It's just right over the bullpen. Did you get $255,000 if you hit it there?
Yeah, that's better than a suit you might win in a minor league ballpark.
Is that like an incentive clause for players?
Of course, if Tyler Clippard and the rest of the Nets bullpen were still out there, that'd be $255 million.
I mean, that's incentive to hit the ball in the air, I'd say. Hit it here, win $255,000. Okay.
Take-home pay from that would be about 160 grand.
What if they just placed signs all around in the stands, and wherever your home run lands, that's how much you get as a player, on top of your salary?
Well, I think you should split it with whatever fan catches the ball.
And the further away it is, the more you get.
Hot shot, right side, Matt Adams. He lets Suero. He's got it taken care of. 2 down, and Wander Suero has retired 4 in a row, with the last 3 on the infield. Next up, Jose Bautista.
And then split it with a fan. I like that.
Yeah.
That would cause no riots in the stands whatsoever.
In New York? Oh, here you can have it.
No, you have the $255,000, or half of it.
Yeah.
You think that guy would have gave that ball away down there?
Here, you take it. I don't want to pay the taxes on that.
No, you have it, really. You're making friends everywhere. I like it. He's still got the ball, though. I don't think they wanted it. They just wanted the pitcher with it, and that's all they needed.
Pretty good jammage right there, and here comes Trey Turner. Wander Suero settling things down. How much do the Nats have left for the final 3 innings?
At this point, 6 innings, giving up just 1 run on 4 hits. He struck out 4 Nats. He's made some nice plays on the mound. 99 pitches, 62 for strikes. The Nats had him on the ropes, it seemed like, in the top of the 6th. But couldn't cash in. Try again right here. Geico, 15 minutes can save you 50% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com to see how much you could save.
Adam Eaton has 2 of the Nationals' 4 hits. Conforto, the big blow, the 3-run homer after 2 walks in the 5th. And here we go. Top 7, and Wander Suero is hitting.
Tell you how dinged up the bullpen is, maybe.
First big league at bat. 1 ball, 1 strike. Whoa! The bat hits the rail right in front of the Nationals dugout.
Yeah, they just had Zach Wheeler on the ropes, and now they're basically giving him a 2-out inning. So obviously there's not a lot of healthy arms out there.
1 out, top of the 7th. And for Zach Wheeler, his 5th K of the day. Turner and Keyboom the next 2. Wheeler started this inning with 83 pitches. And Trey Turner is going to ram one right up the middle. 2nd hit of the series. He's aboard with 1 out. Spencer Keyboom 0 for 2. Ground ball out. Strikeout in the 5th. And that's blown away. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, you feel like the Nats had a little momentum going, right? Bases loaded. He strung together a bunch of good at-bats last inning, and then Wander Suero goes out there, goes 1, 2, 3. So momentum in the third base dugout all of a sudden, even though you're down by 6.
And a big curveball strikes out Keyboom. Number 6 for Zach Wheeler, who's trying to go 7 innings for the 6th time this year. Wilmer Defoe stands in his way. Wilmer double switch, came into play 2nd base in the 5th. Led off the 6th, struck out swinging. One.
I don't think Trey's going anywhere, but never know.
Target in. Longest inning, the 6th, when the Nats had those 3 hits. Off-speed pitch, and Defoe hits it to Cabrera. The Nats have stranded 5 today, and this ball game is into the bottom of the 7th. Wander Suero 5 outs on 15 pitches, 12 strikes. First up, Conforto, who doubled the Mets lead from 3-0 last time up with that home run out to right center. And the 0-2 right in the foot.
Got him in the right heel, the back heel, where to get him? Oh, front foot. Almost underneath his foot.
Wilmer Flores is 2 for 3. Wilmer Flores is 2 for 4. Anthony Rendon, first out.
All right, it's a good one. Sunday, the Peanuts will give out batting gloves to the first 500 kids ages 12 and under at Northwest Federal Field at Fitzner Stadium. The kids' batting gloves are presented by Northwest Federal Credit Union at Fitzner Stadium. The first pitch is at 1 o'clock at Fitzner Stadium, so get some batting gloves. Or don't use them at all and be a tough guy. That's what I say.
Go George Brett.
Yeah.
No glove. Hey, by the way, the Peanuts drew over 10,500 people on the 4th of July, and I saw a report that that was better than any minor league team in the nation drew on our holidays.
Really?
Congrats to the Potomac Nationals. Awesome.
Did they let the first 10,000 kids light off the fireworks? Because that'd be cool. During the game?
That would be disorganized.
Oh, they're running around the bases.
Kevin Plawecki 2 for 3 today. Got inside on his hands, did Suero. Here comes Adam Eaton. Then he tries to pop up and get a double play. Ball bounces into the runner. Conforto back, 2 down.
Tell you what, Adam Eaton came to play today. I mean, you talk about his at-bats. He's got a couple of hits, lined out one time. He's been flying all over right field. And he tried to double up Conforto, who kind of wandered, I'd say, about halfway to second base, and then he saw Eaton screaming in and headed back.
Jose Reyes is 2 for 3 today. Ball cutting in right on the hands of the hitter.
Yo, the Mets showed you in game 1 of this series on Thursday that they weren't messing around. You know, they fought and battled, got back into that one. Nats won it by 1, so you're thinking, okay, yeah, hey, these guys want to go into the break on a positive note, so you better be ready to play. Last night didn't go their way, and obviously today hasn't. Not that they're not ready to play, it just seems like the Mets are playing hard into the All-Star break and trying to end it on a positive note, because they've had maybe their worst first half ever. Well, in a long time at least.
Torrid start. Worst record in the league since then. Swing and a miss, and Wander Suero now has 2 2/3 scoreless and hitless baseball under his belt today. Of the Washington Nationals, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. I just can't quite pull out the
no,
right now.
That's a gut bomb
on that one.
This is a serious gut bomb.
Zach Wheeler has not pitched beyond 7 innings this year, but he's trying to here. Top of the order, Adam Eaton for the Nats. Breaking ball, and Adam Eaton continues his excellence on a Saturday afternoon in July. 3 for 4 today, and he's hit the ball well at every time up.
Well, you know what? He's going to have to get his left-handed catching mitt out again tomorrow, because you get 3 hits and you wear it. I mean, that's the only thing he's done wrong today. The little stumble coming out of the box, slippage right there with the right leg. Gamer.
4 of the Nationals, 6 base hits. Juan Soto is next. 0 for 2 with a walk. That is fair, right inside the third base bag. In fact, right over it, it appeared. Soto's going to make the turn and head back. Pretty good play to get it back in by Conforto, who threw into second base. Well, these are the guys that got the line moving 2 innings ago, and they're trying to do it again.
Yeah, keep fighting, you never know. So Adam Eaton hit one like this earlier, right? Just down the line. Now Juan Soto joins that hit variety, and a good choice to go back to first. Down by 6, yeah. Just need base runners.
The left fielder made a heady play, kept the double play in order, and Juan didn't try to force anything. Blevins for Harper. Last time they got together was interesting. Rendon in between, and could be Zach Wheeler's last batter. Anthony 1 for 2 with a walk and a single.
Pitch number 100 from Wheeler. Like I said, one's got to leave the premises if they're getting back into this with 6 outs left. The 7-line army could use a souvenir right now.
They could. No time for Wheeler to be nibbling.
Yeah, give those guys a ball. They need one. Good fans. Good Mets fans could use a souvenir right now.
Big crowd today, 40,438. Target back in the strike zone, and Rendon late for the 97th. Pardon me. I was given wrong information. 30,438. Two. Rendon to third. Reyes a double pump.
Why did he look home?
I mean, that was a seemingly routine 6-4-3 effort. And the Nats 5-4-3. So Eaton scores, and who knows where that takes you.
Yeah, take it if you're the Nats. I mean, that was an inning-ending double play, you're thinking, or at least 2 outs. But he looks right here, watch. And he didn't have to wait for Cabrera to get there. He was standing there the whole time. He just kind of thought about going home for a second, had a brain cramp, and it allowed the Nats to get within 5.
And Zach Wheeler's about to get a pretty big hand here for pitching 1 out into the 8th inning. If this is it. Bryce Harper, the best he can do would be to make it 7-4, and the crowd likes it.
They like it right now, but they'll be booing in a second if Bryce hits one in the bleachers.
They're within win or tie. Or should we say win or 7-2. Bryce RBI base hit out to right center last time. So with one out, Rendon at first base. Anthony got an RBI out of that. His 45th.
Nissan will show you a close pitch. Alan Porter liked it. Bryce Harper didn't. Time for your Ford drive of the game. Heard your local Ford dealers for great savings on cars, trucks, and SUVs. Bryce kept the line moving in the 6th. With the base hit and an RBI. Try to do the same thing right here, right now.
And remember, we told you Adam Eaton hadn't scored a run going 8 for his last 20, but he has scored twice today, so they've chased him home. Now Bryce trying to do some further damage. The count 1-2. 1 out, 8th inning. Crowd into it here. Ball skipping near Bryce's back foot. Counts even 2-2.
Crowd trying to cheer Zach Wheeler to the finish line here in the 8th. But he's on fumes. I don't know about this move by Callaway. I mean, it might end up working for him, but right now the command's gone. That means the legs are gone. Velocity's still there. But he only went 4 2/3 his last start, but it was 102 pitches. Mickey Callaway sticking with his right-hander. Maybe part of the development process, working through some jams.
3-2 to Harper. And it's a swing and a miss. First base occupied. No need for a tag or a throw. 2 down. For Wheeler, strikeout number 7. If Bryce reaches, no way he faces Matt Adams, but in this situation, he will.
3-2 slider.
Matt 0 for 3 today. A step off with first baseman Flores playing behind Rendon.
I think you got to go for your Anthony here. If you're going to play behind him, you steal second. It's a 7-3 game with the base hit, and you're in slam range. You got to go here.
1-1.
He kind of creeped up behind him right there, so he did keep him at first. But before that pitch, he was way back there. He's trying to get range with a pull lefty up.
Breaking ball, Adams with one heading for the right field corner, and evidently touched by the fan. See you later. It's a 7-4 ball game.
Yeah, you can tell that Wheeler's been on fumes this whole inning. Matt Adams does it again, folks. 15th home run of the year, just snuck out here. He didn't get this. He told me his last at bat in Pittsburgh, he hit one to the wall, he broke his bat. This had a similar sound. And you're just wondering, is it gonna stay up enough to stay away from Jose Bautista and right? And then it ends up going out. And I think they're gonna review it. Mickey Callaway asked for an umpire review on it. It's not a challenge. On home runs, non-home runs, you can ask the umpires to look at it. So they're putting the headphones on. Over that orange line, right, is all it has to be?
That's it. That's a homer.
I don't know. Did it hit their hands first before it hit the wall? Because I saw the wall move, the padding on the ricochet. I'm looking at the scoreboard right now. To me, it looked like it hit below the line unless it hit the fan's hands first. Yeah, it's a home run. Okay, stay tuned.
So manager comes out for a challenge. Manager comes out for a pitching change.
See if they'll cheer Mickey Callaway on the way back now.
7-4 as Matt Adams hits his second home run of the series. And on the way, Anthony Swarzak. Maryland. There's no end to the fun you'll have in Ocean City. Plan your trip today at OCOcean.com. Big Apple on a Saturday in July. Nats are trying to mount a tall comeback here. So Matt Adams has done more damage. He's up to 15 homers now and 39 RBIs. Anthony Swarzak was brought in here to set things up for Jeurys Familia. 2 years, $14 million as a setup man, and faces the Nats for the first time in this series. Against Brian Goodwin in the number 6 spot.
I mean, you knew a guy with the nickname Big City was going to have a big series here, right? You almost had to.
At Goodwin on the first offering. Who wants it? Bautista. Nats are gone in the 8th. Adams does some damage. Now they got to keep this game within 7-4. Tomorrow. So it's game 4 against the Mets. Jeremy Hellickson 3-1. And this year in the games in which he has started, the Nationals are 8-4, coming off a win at PNC Park against the Pirates on Tuesday. Corey Oswalt 0-2, 6.75 ERA. Rookie 4th career start will be going for the Mets. Coverage begins 12:30 Nats Extra tomorrow. Good chance that guy will be in the lineup.
See what Buster Olney's reporting as you look at Matt Grace's numbers, trying to keep it a 3-run deficit. The Orioles are making progress and narrowing their focus in the Manny Machado trade talks. Phillies and Brewers appear to be among the finalists.
Wow.
That's not good news for the Nats.
Bottom of the 8th, here's Matt Grace to try to hold things right where they are.
But you never know.
Grace gave up 1 hit in the 7th inning last night, pitched another scoreless frame. Ahmed Rosario 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Well, in either of those ballparks, and there's Ty Kelly on deck, Citizens Bank or Miller Park, you would think Manny Machado could do some big time damage.
His
Hitters Havens.
His current park's a launching pad, so
he's done some damage in his current yard, that's for sure. But the thing is, especially in Milwaukee, if he goes there, he'll be surrounded by a power pack lineup.
But do the Brewers have enough money to sign him long term, or is that just going to be a rent-a player for a couple of months?
It's a big question.
I think the Phillies do.
Yeah, Phillies have a low payroll.
They've been stashing money away for years now. They got coffee cans buried in the outfield there full of millions. They do. That's what my grandfather used to do for Mid League. He didn't believe in banks, so he put all his money in a coffee can and buried it in the backyard.
As long as you didn't have too nosy of a dog, you might be okay.
And you have to remember where you buried them too. That's tricky. I mean, it's not like there's an ATM around the corner. You got to remember where.
That's why older gentlemen like metal detectors. They like to sweep them across the lawn. Swing and a miss. First out, 8th inning. Now Matt Grace will face a switch hitter in Ty Kelly.
All right, go back to the future on 80s Nights, presented by Budweiser, Saturday, July 21st at Nats Park. Sights and sounds of the 80s all night long. Dress up like your favorite 80s character. The leg warmers are going to be there, so go to tickets. Get the tickets at nationals.com.
Ty Kelly. 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter. In this go-round with the Mets, he's 0 for 8 since his recall.
Just pouring strikes, confident, attacking the strike zone. He's done so well in long relief appearances. You remember the spot start in San Diego last year where he dealt? The Eric Fetty shoulder tightness deal where he came in and dealt. And maybe someday Matt Grace will be a starting pitcher in this league. He's done a good job. Win whatever role they've asked.
Well placed for a base hit by Ty Kelly. One on, one out, top of the order, lefty-lefty matchup with Brandon Nimmo.
The shift is tied at 4, by the way, in case you're wondering. I know you were. 4 good, 4 bad.
Have you figured in the cost of the computers and all that?
Okay, I'm not that smart. I just do like tallies, and then the next one will be a line across it because it's 5.
Top of the order, Nimmo 0 for 4 today, but an RBI grounder, and finally comes down to Adam Eaton for the second out here in the 8th. Nats will have Turner, Keyboom, and Defoe. Reynolds and Taylor are in the dugout, third base side. Meanwhile, on the scoreboard, nothing has changed. We're in the 9th at Atlanta, 3-0 D-backs batting, up on the Braves. Bottom of the 8th at Miami. Marlins still 2-0 over the Phils. You hate to look at the scoreboard and hope for help, but when you're scuffling, it can save the day and give you a chance to fight tomorrow. Cabrera to the right side now. Talked about his consistency this year. 283 left-handed, 282 right-handed.
Cabrera didn't like it. Marvin Hudson thought he went. Cabrera didn't.
Good fastball. Here we go to the 9th. Another outstanding inning for Matt Grace. So it's Trey Turner, then Keyboom and Defoe scheduled behind him. Nats need 3 or more.
Big City going deep for the 15th time. Matt Adams just sneaks one out here. I don't think he hit it tremendous, but enough to get out. Doesn't matter if it's the first row or the upper deck, it counts the same. A hug from Bryce Harper. Some front from Wilmer Defoe. Do they have 3 runs in them or more here? We'll see.
Jeurys Familia pitched in the 9th inning with the Nats ahead on Friday night, trying to keep it a 1-run game. He kept it that way, but Ryan Madsen got the save. So here he is 2 days later. He threw just 10 pitches, 8 strikes in that appearance. And Trey Turner is 1 for 7 career against him with a base on balls and a double. Michael A. Taylor on deck here in the 9th.
Fastball upper 90s. It's got some arm side run to it. Split in the upper 90s or mid 90s. And a slider to go with it in the lower 90s. Look out.
That was 96 chasing him.
Yeah, when I said arm side run, I didn't mean this much. Wow. Yeah, we've learned that the Nats don't take strikes when they're down in the 9th inning. Some managers will make hitters take a strike, get the closer to find the strike zone first, but we've seen all year they come up hacking, and that's their philosophy.
Trey Turner rips one to left, and it's right at Michael Conforto. Taylor next.
Tough assignment for Michael A.
Taylor career with a walk and an RBI, 1 for 11 against Familia.
Two bloops and an Adam Eaton bomb.
Love to see Adam hit again the way he's gone today. Byron Kerr, Ray Knight, Nats Extra is next. Whenever that may be. Taylor trying to stall the process right now. Wilmer Defoe on deck, and then Eaton here. Up and in. Two down.
That was dirty. I want to say the split, but it was 89. It could have been a slider. Either way, watch it go down hard. That's nasty. I want to say slider. That's a slider.
So Defoe and Eaton both need to get aboard here. Wilmer 2 for 2 against Familia.
He's having trouble with the landing area. He keeps looking at it. I don't remember him grunting like this either.
On the charge, Rosario. Ball game over, and the Mets have taken 2 of the first 3 in this series. Meaning the Nationals will have to win tomorrow to go into the All-Star break with a 500 record. 7-10 New York, 4-8 Washington. Final words from Citi Field straight ahead.